Stretching through the heart of Ontario is a highway that's as jaw-dropping as it is deadly, Highway 11. To most people, it's just another line on the map. But for those living in northern Ontario, it's the Lifeline, the only road connecting them to food, healthcare, and the outside world. And yet, it's earned a chilling reputation, Ontario's deadliest highway. If you're into exploring extraordinary places and the stories they hide, hit subscribe to Beyond Atlas Explore, because this is a journey you won't want to miss. This isn't just a road, it's a twisting ribbon through wild forests, glassy lakes, and endless horizons, where beauty meets danger and every mile has a story. So here's the question, would you dare to drive it? Highway 11 begins in the beating heart of Ontario's economy, Toronto, before pushing north, cutting through the bustling city of Barrie, skimming the edges of Muskoka's cottage country, and carving deeper into the province. It winds past North Bay, through the remote community of Cochrane, and then veers west toward the rugged shores near Thunder Bay. Eventually, it comes to an end in Rainy River, a small town pressed against the Minnesota border. Alongside Highway 17, it forms one of only two east-west arteries in northern Ontario, an irreplaceable link that delivers goods, connects people, and keeps entire communities alive. Without it, large swaths of the north would be cut off from the rest of the country. The story of Highway 11 begins in the early 1920s, when Ontario's gaze turned northward. The government saw untapped riches, towering forests of timber, hidden mineral deposits, and vast tracts of farmland. But there was one problem, no way to get to them. So the province built a road, not just for the people who lived in the north, but to extract what the north had to offer. Mile by mile, the highway pushed deeper into rugged wilderness, carving a path through rock and forest. By the mid-20th century, Highway 11 had transformed northern Ontario. Remote settlements became accessible, tourism took root, and industries flourished. Small towns popped up along its path, each with its own story, from logging camps turned communities to railway stops that became thriving hubs, to Worshing to the road. But it's more than money. For many communities, this road is their only way to reach a hospital, a school, or even the nearest grocery store. Students travel long distances just to attend class. Patients must be driven, sometimes hundreds of kilometers, for specialized care. When Highway 11 is shut down, the consequences are immediate and brutal. Empty store shelves, delayed medical treatments, entire towns cut off from the world. It's no exaggeration to say that every community along this highway depends on it for survival, which makes what's coming next even more alarming. For all its importance, Highway 11 comes with a deadly price. This isn't a modern multi-lane superhighway. Much of it is single lane in each direction, with almost no safe passing zones. Add in heavy transport trucks, unpredictable weather, and impatient drivers, and you've got a recipe for disaster. Northern Ontario winters are brutal. Whiteout snow squalls can erase visibility in seconds, thanks in part to the Lake Superior snow effect. Freeze-thaw cycles tear the road surface apart, and storms are growing fiercer with climate change. Much of Highway 11 hasn't been seriously upgraded in decades. It was never built to handle today's traffic, especially not the fact that up to 40% of vehicles are massive transport trucks. Some stretches run more than 100 kilometers without services or cell coverage. Break down here in the middle of winter, and it's not just inconvenient, it can be deadly. Emergency response times can stretch over 40 minutes, 4 times longer than in southern Ontario. Some dangers on Highway 11 are easy to see. Others strike without warning. This region is home to some of Canada's largest animals, including moose weighing up to 700 kilograms. A collision at highway speed is often catastrophic. With little to no fencing or wildlife crossings, these encounters are a constant threat, especially at dawn and dusk. Nearly 70% of fatal crashes here happen in winter. Ice-slick roads, drifting snow, and sudden whiteouts turn even a routine drive into a fight for survival. Speeding, tailgating, dangerous passes, Highway 11 sees it all. Police have clocked drivers at 160 km/h on blind curves, and fatigue among Longheigen Hirsch is a persistent killer. Single-lane sections, heavy truck traffic, brutal winters, they all combine to make this one of the most dangerous roads in Canada. And yet, for thousands of people, it's the only option. If you want to keep exploring extreme roads, remote places, and untold stories like this, hit that subscribe button to join us here at Beyond Atlas Explore. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Despite its deadly reputation, Highway 11 isn't being ignored. Local advocacy groups have been pushing hard for change, from adding more passing lanes to improving winter maintenance and expanding cell coverage along the most remote stretches. The province has pledged over $230 million in upgrades over the next 5 years, targeting the most dangerous sections. It's a start, but many say it's nowhere near enough. Experts argue that bringing Highway 11 up to modern safety standards would require billions, not millions. One promising step is a pilot project to convert sections of the highway into 3 lanes, alternating for safe passing. If it works, it could save lives and boost economic growth in the north. The question now is simple. Will Ontario truly invest in the safety of its northern communities? Or will Highway 11's dangers remain part of life here? For all its dangers, Highway 11 is also one of the most breathtaking drives in Canada. From the shimmering waters of Lake Nipissing to the endless green of the boreal forest, it's a route that showcases the raw, untamed beauty of northern Ontario. Small towns along the way offer a glimpse into a way of life that hasn't changed much in decades. Places where people still wave to strangers, and nature is never more than a step away. For travelers seeking authentic adventure, this road has massive potential. Safer conditions could transform Highway 11 into a major draw for road trippers, photographers, and explorers from around the world. It's proof that even the most dangerous roads can be places of wonder if we're willing to make them safe enough to enjoy. Highway 11 is more than just asphalt and painted lines. It's a lifeline for northern Ontario, carrying food, medicine, and opportunity to communities that depend on it. But it's also a legend, whispered about for its unforgiving winters, deadly curves, and the sheer isolation that can turn a simple drive into a fight for survival. As Ontario faces harsher weather, shifting economies, and changing demographics, the future of this road hangs in the balance. Will it evolve into a safer, stronger link between north and south, or will it remain a dangerous gamble for those who dare to drive it? If you've enjoyed this journey into the beauty and danger of one of Canada's most important roads, make sure to subscribe to Beyond Atlas Explore, because there are so many more hidden places, untold stories, and daring journeys still to come.